Welcome back to Briggs on Books. We've been here since 2008 talking to authors, artists, people in the arts from pretty much a region of California. When COVID came, it put us off the air because we couldn't have guests on the show anymore. So we had to learn a new technology called Zoom. It's not that hard. Since then, we've rebranded to Briggs on Books, and we've been talking to authors from all over the world, truly an international show. Today's guest is all the way from New York City, Eloy. Welcome, Eloy.
Muchas gracias. Thank you. Yes, I'm pleased to be here, Central.
Yeah, we were, our interns go through Instagram and different things looking for interesting people to put on the show. And they came across your Instagram, and they kept saying, "Mike, you got to look at this guy. He's fascinating," and it is. Tell us about Simpatico Books.
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's kind of like it's been my labor of love, my lifelong endeavor. It's about my life, my migration here as a kid, and my growing up here and going to school here. And being an artist here, and the tribulations that you come across trying to be an artist in anywhere in the world, and here I am.
Now,
Simpatico is actually an extension of myself, of course, and more than that, it's 35 ebooks, and 30 of them are art-based, because that's where I started, as a kid, doodling away and pursuing art until I got into a college, Parsons, and got a degree in painting.
Hi.
And after that is when I really started to gather myself as an artist and then a writer.
So the art came first. By the way, where you're in New York now? Did you go to college in New York?
I did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Study painting.
Good old Manhattan.
Nice. So the art came, and then how did the books develop?
Well, it's a long and sordid story, but if you must know,
yeah,
it all started because I wanted to become voluntarily homeless for a while. I wanted to experience that. And I began to see things differently. Now, in the studio, I had done some pieces already, which, of course, I took with me digitally more than anything. And those images were still in my mind. Neo-expressionism was still fresh in my mind when I left the studio. A painting of the garbage bag because I was always looking for new motifs. That was like my great thing, my warrior mode, in painting. Find a new motif. Enough with the bottles and the candles and all the books and all that. And so I honed in. I focused on a garbage bag as a portal to new things, to new motifs. And eventually, it was so new to me that I became, kind of obsessed in a way, and I began to write about stories for it, because I guess it was kind of fresh to me. I kept going and going until I completed 30 works. Now, those 30 works are not, they weren't done in one night. They were done over a span of about 15 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 years. I forget. But yeah, I began right after I went through this thing where I volunteered to be homeless. I just wanted to. I felt like that's important. I got bored with four walls, to look at for inspiration, and just writing. I took writing right up after that.
Yeah. Now I would like to do a whole show on this homeless experience, but did you got to do that? You accomplished that, like living on the streets of New York?
Yeah, yeah.
I could imagine that would make
It's
you,
all, it's all, it's all, it's all written down in my book.
yeah,
Flip to the end, parts
right.
1 and 2.
Go to the
Please pick it up at SimpaticoBooks.com.
yeah. So I bet you see everything different now after you did that. I mean, how you come across people, meet people who are on the streets, and you kind of know where they're coming from now.
You don't really, but you get to know. I mean, people in New York City are very spontaneous, you know,
Yeah.
and they a lot like to think that they're charismatic when they're just being annoying. But you know, you deal with it.
Yeah.
I really did it because I wanted to say art or nothing. You know, it was like my own mission in life, like art or nothing. This is it. So I might as well just you know, I kept working on painting and drawing and the impetus of art, you know, was still in me, you know, in more.
Mm-hmm.
And it was I was just doing it to prove that point, you know, that it wasn't about materialism at all.
It's about art.
Yeah.
Now, tell our viewers, if they go to simpaticobooks.com, what are they going to find there?
Well, when they go to simpaticobooks.com, van a encontrar muchas cosas muy bonitas, pinturas, dibujos. It's basically my life's work. There's even a blog. There's a section for the painting, of course, the chronology, and of course the books, the picture books first, and then the story books.
Yeah. By the way,
I say it should be, yeah, because the storybooks came after the picture book.
by the way, I did go to the website, and I urge our viewers to do that because it's fascinating to see your art. Your art is just incredible, and then to have
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
yeah, you could spend a lot of time there. So, and your Instagram as well. Instagram, the Simpatico Books official, is fascinating too. I spent a lot of time looking through your works and stuff like that.
Thanks, that touches me. Thank you.
Now, there's no hard copy. It's all what do you call ebooks. You sent me one, and it's fascinating. So, would people go? Would they order it? Would they buy it on the website?
Correct. Everything's downloadable.
Right.
Excuse me. Everything's downloadable.
Yeah, I've never done that because you emailed me the one. I just clicked on it, and that was pretty easy. But they can go there and order the book, and it's a great. It sounds like it's going to be a great story to follow. I'm looking forward to doing it myself.
Did you read either one?
I read some of
I
it.
think
I read some of it.
Yeah.
So,
But so you did download it because it's as an EPUB.
yeah,
You have to. It has to download it into your device,
great. I have
and then
the.
another application would open the book as as
Okay.
an ebook to you. So you did download it. You see?
Yeah. Mine is a tablet
Books.
thing. Yeah, I never read an ebook. I read the old-fashioned ones, but yeah, it popped right up on my tablet thing.
I gave you two flavors there. I gave you the flavor of the painting because the initial project, the Broken Skyline, was the one that initiated the whole thing for me, even the storybooks. And then I gave you one of the storybooks, Land Back, which is the final piece that I've done thus far. And that's actually my actual story. I actually feel proud of having written that.
By the way, we have the book cover on the screen right now, Land Back, and that I presume that's your art as well.
Yeah, and I put that cover on it because I was walking down the streets of Soho once, and I stumbled upon a gallery, of course. They're still there, some of them. And I had that drawing with me, and I gave it to the gallerist in hopes that, we get some kind of feedback. But nothing, nothing came of it. And rather than be depressed about it, I decided to put it on the Land Back.
Cover of the book.
And actually, a chapter in Land Back deals with art and artists towards the end. So it fits.
Now, is Land Back, is that a printed book, or is it also just an ebook?
Land Back is, no, they're all ebooks.
Okay.
Only ebooks. Simpatico Books only deals with ebooks.
Very good. Very good. It's the way. It's the future, or the present, I guess. That's how people are reading.
It's I'm all about convenience and utility and you know, whatever's more feasible at the moment. And there's nothing better for me than to have everything in my pocket,
Yep.
including books,
Yep.
you know, library.
Whole library right in your pocket. Listen, I could talk to you
Yeah.
for hours. I might like to talk to you again about the homeless experience and what that came about, but Zoom cuts us off after about 10, 12 minutes. So,
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.
Any-
Anytime. You're welcome.
I'd love to. Anything else you want our viewers to know?
Paz y amor.
Okay.
Peace and love.
Alrighty. Go to Simpatico Books Official on Instagram, simpaticobooks.com, and it's a fascinating site. I spent a little time there myself this morning, and I highly recommend it for everybody. We will be back with more Central Valley Talk, Briggs on Books, right after this.